Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. 'Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
the world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I feel like this is like the start of a horror movie where you just see that the thing is open behind me and something will pop out of it. There is nothing to pop out except a couple of spare pillows and my clothes. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. I've got a great subject today, and I will explain why. I'm a little bit punchy because I traveled from Maryland yesterday for our annual beach trip, all the way back to Arkansas, and I got in at 2:00 in the morning. So I'm a little today, but that's all right. I am, however, safely ensconced in Arkansas, and other than some creepy wind noises every once in a while, we seem to be pretty solid. No issues with power, no issues with anything else. But I hope everybody else out there in the South in particular is staying safe as this big old storm comes through. So be careful out there, and we'll see how things go. I'm going to take a quick second to thank people because we should. And I added something new. First, our friends at 3D2U, personalized gifts for gamers, 3D2U.org. They do have a backer kit that I think is still available until October. It is fully funded, but they are doing something called a Dragon Forge, which is super cool. So if you want to get involved in that, you should find them at 3D2U.org. Also, they will be vending live in Sparta, I believe, the Sparta Renaissance Fair in New Jersey. So if you are interested in buying some of their awesome products, you should check them out this weekend. Then we also have, okay. So here's our book, which is cool. That's the first one. This is the current cover for the second one, which I am so excited about. My friend Vince Vandell Smith created this for me. My friend Devin Borkowski did the drawing, and we are putting this together. It will be officially on sale on October 1st of 2024. It may actually be out a little bit earlier, but the way Amazon sales work, it's complicated. Anyway, so look for that coming out soon. And we are planning on, so that I have enough time to work on the audio when I get back. We are planning on delaying the release of the audiobook until October 13th, which is our 11-year dating anniversary. Good Lord. All right. Yeah. So this is our new cover. I'm super, super excited to release it to everybody. I can't wait. Also want to take a quick second to thank our friends at Destination D&D. Destination D&D is a interactive RPG in exotic locations. I know that they are touring again in England in in the summer of 2025. But the next thing that they have going on is this, which is super cool. They're going to be at New Orleans from November 19th through 23rd. A whole lot of the people that you see on this channel will also be at the Hammond located Louisiana Renaissance Festival at that time. So you'll probably see a lot of us in the area. I think that's where we have our yearly celebratory picnic with everybody, which is kind of fun. So yeah, definitely check out information about that, renadventures.com or destinationdnd.com. They both lead you to the same thing. Okay. Ooh, thank you for that update, Evelyn Evermore. Ghost town in the south saw a traffic light hanging at 90 degrees. Ooh. I am thankfully up in the mountains-ish in Arkansas. I'm sort of close to a lake. I think it's called Greer Springs or something. I don't know. Greer's Ferry. It's beautiful up here, but the convenience is because I'm way up, not super crazy way up, maybe 1,000-foot elevation. It means that I'm not as concerned about flooding as I usually am in other places. So, I'm out at work. We lock the doors because no one is here but us. That's people staying safe. I appreciate that. Also wanted to say hi to our friends, Tiff Halcyon, which is cool. Spoopy time. We love that. And let's see. Oh, and Victorian London Fog, who we adore. And all of our other friends out in Twitchland. The cool thing about this is we're about to do a writing piece that we are all going to be involved with together. Now, it can be writing, it can be drawing, it can be any kind of art that you want to do. And the point is to spend a couple of minutes. We're just going to do 5 for the time being. But spend a couple of minutes creating some art that you've done for yourself, and you're doing it just because it's a worthwhile endeavor to create art on a regular basis. So however you choose to create that art, you are welcome to do so. You could even create a song if you wanted to. That would be kind of cool. Okay. So Phantasmagoria is defined as images like those unto a dream. So I like to define it as sort of uncanny valley, like things aren't quite the way they should be. Like you're walking down a beach and then you see, legitimately, when I was at the beach, I saw something and everyone was like, "Ooh, is that like a knee pad?" No, it was a dead crab, a dead horseshoe crab. So, uh, yeah, you see something off in your environment and it causes you to say, "What's that?" Or, that's kind of what we're going for here. My favorite kinds of scary stories are the kind where everything is kind of okay, except this one thing, so that you can really take your mind off of a lot of the other environmental factors, which are very key in a lot of other stuff like sci-fi and fantasy. You don't have to think about like, okay, how do elves work in this environment? How does a blimp work in this environment? You are like, nope, this is a modern environment. This is a relatively well-known environment. What's off about it is this one thing. And then you can really get your audience to focus on the one thing. Okay, so last night I'm driving home. I made some choices. Last night, I am driving home. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I know I'm going to be going through some rural areas of Arkansas. Now, granted, it was beautiful, clear night last night, so I felt pretty safe. But I definitely went under the speed limit because there's deer everywhere, skunks, squirrels are not nocturnal, so they're usually not around. Coyotes, random cats, dogs, everything, just all over the place because it's rural. So I wanted to make sure I didn't hit anything on the way back. So I was going super slow. So in order to sort of keep me awake and engaged, I was listening to my favorite podcast. Well, yeah, no, I'll go with that. My favorite podcast, My Favorite Murder. And they were doing an episode about the circus riots of Toronto in 1855. I think that's correct. The circus riots of Toronto in 1855. And here's what's really fun. So apparently Toronto at the time was covered in brothels and bars and all kinds of funny stuff. Ooh, yes, Evelyn Evermore. I will get to your apothic red in a minute. Okay, so this circus, an American circus, I think, rolls into town, and everyone's excited because this is Toronto in the 1850s. So there's only a population of like 40,000 people. And this is the most exciting thing that's happened in quite a while. So everyone's like, yay, we're going to go to the circus. And a lot of people do. But apparently, apparently the clowns, like the way we think of clowns in a modern circus context or in like a Cirque du Soleil context, are not the way clowns were in the 1850s. The people who were the clowns were also the people who did the hard manual labor to set up the tents and to put together the booths and things like that. So they were apparently a roustabout sort, some hardcore like metal clowns, and they went to a brothel. Yes, clown equals roustabout, apparently, at least in the 1850s. So they go to the brothel, one of the brothels in Toronto, and it happens to be the favorite brothel of a particular fire brigade. And fire brigades at this time were also not regulated. They weren't government sponsored. So it was just a bunch of guys that wanted to hang out together, to the point where apparently prior to the circus riots, there were a number of other kinds of riots that had happened, where varying fire departments would show up to the same fire together, and then they would beat the heck out of each other to see who would get to actually put the fire out. So there's this building like burning behind them while they're just punching each other in the face. Okay, so the clowns roll in to the brothel, and the fire department is not thrilled that there are clowns in the brothel, so they try to kick them out. And it doesn't go well. Apparently, the clowns are so strong that they beat up the fire department and kick them out of the brothel, and then they continue to celebrate. But then later, the people in the brothel, no, the people in the fire department go and get all of their friends, including everyone who's like important in the town, like the mayor and the police department and a bunch of other really important people. And they all go to the big top and try to burn it down. They're beating up the clowns. Eventually, everything subsides when the crowd gets super unruly because it's a riot, and they try to like break into the animal cages. So eventually, the police like tell them that you can't be here anymore. No, we're going to arrest a whole bunch of people. So that's when things take a turn. But I just want to, so the subject I would like to go by today for the 5-minute story is something about fighting clowns. Maybe not like I'm going to fight a clown, but maybe like clowns that fight. This is dedicated to you, Paolo. Clowns that fight. And I don't know how I want to involve clowns, but that's going to be our starting point today is clowns. And it does not necessarily have to be the clowns that you find super scary. You can find it just like clowns, jesters, people who tell jokes, who apparently also enjoy going to brothels in Toronto. Anyway, so we're starting with clowns. Clowns is going to be part of our subject matter today. So that's the beginning. Yes, 5 minutes of clown roustabouts kicking firefighter ass justifiably. Yes. Oh, the 1850s. All right. So we're starting with clowns. All right. Now, let's go with an unusual location to find a clown. Like a brothel. But not that. I'd rather not write about that at, noon on a Thursday. So what is an unusual location? And you can put it in the comments, whatever you think. What is an unusual location that you would find a clown? I like to do things where I would call it vaguely specific. So if I said a North Carolina beach, that's going to generate a different image to you than maybe a beach in Maryland or a beach in Hawaii. Ooh, these are getting good. Okay. I gotta let them simmer for a second. Throw in whatever you can. Oh, and hi, Anna Simmons. Thanks for joining us. We're making up a story about clowns. Also wanted to, yes, shout out to Evelyn Evermore. Yes, Apothic is my favorite kind of wine. You find it in grocery stores, which is part of why I like it so much, but it has this just really great red blend. So the Apothic red is really good. I like Apothic dark, clearly. But yeah, just Apothic in general. If you are a connoisseur of wine, give it a shot. I find it really delightful for a low-cost bottle of wine that actually holds up pretty good. Oh my God, it's a Dollar General. Wow. Thanks, Evelyn. That's amazing. All right. So, okay, cool. We have 3 options here. So Victorian London Fog has posited a clown in a white collar office. Evelyn has a clown in a church in a field. It's really cool. Or a clown on a hiking trail. Okay, that one made me laugh. Okay, we're going to do clowns on a hiking trail. This is already kind of deeply disturbing, depending on how things go for you. So, okay, clowns on a hiking trail. And let's do let's do a mundane thing that you would normally find on a hiking trail. The weird thing is the clowns. We're just going to let the clowns stand out for themselves. But what is a normal thing that you would find on a hiking trail? Like animals or signs or a horse. I've definitely, especially in central Pennsylvania where I live, I've definitely not run into, like, run into, but like, I've definitely walked by horses on a hiking trail before because they like doing things. It's fun. Okay. We have a bridge over a creek. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Clowns and a hiking trail. Oh, Victorian. Okay. See, you made me laugh again. A clearly over-prepared person. I actually really love that too. Maybe this will be kind of a goofy story today. That's fine. Clowns on a hiking trail. Okay. Yep. We're going to give that one to you, Victorian. Thank you. A clearly over-prepared person. Over-prepared hiker. Clowns on a hiking trail with an over-prepared hiker. This sounds like an improv game gone horribly awry, and I'm so thrilled for it. Horror does not necessarily have to be scary, scary, scary all the time. If you don't involve other elements like joy, like unease, like sadness. Sadness comes with horror a lot. Like laughter. If you don't involve other elements in horror, then you're not going to have the impact that you want. If it's just like everything is awful and people die, it's gross. If it's things were okay, but now things are getting awful, that change is going to keep your audience interested. So perfectly valid to write something spooky about clowns on a hiking trail with an over-prepared hiker. All right, let me get some music going. Share screen. Boop. All right, and what are we doing today? This is Fire and Thunder by CJ Beard's Official. Let me put up the official licensee info. Boop. So there's the official information about the music that we are about to hear. I'm adding to the stage. And I love the graphics in this too. This is done by a share alike 4.0 international creative license. I am not benefiting from this monetarily in any way. But yeah, anyway, we're going to listen to some cool music by CJ Beard's Official while we do this. Now, this track is 4 minutes and 23 seconds long, so you're going to get a little bit of a holdover after to finish your piece, whatever it is that you decide you want to do. Sketching, sketchy clowns, whatever you want. So we're going to put 5 minutes on our timer. And good luck with this weird subject matter. Here we go. Well, still got a couple of seconds. I didn't do much. 30 seconds left. There we go. Okay. I have like 6 sentences. And that is totally okay. Sometimes you sit down for 5 minutes to try to create something and it doesn't work, and that is perfectly acceptable. So, I'll share with you what I've created with clowns on a hiking trail and an overprepared hiker, but I will agree with Victorian London Fog that the music seems very dire by comparison to the situation. Yeah, this is gonna be this is a tricky one. I'm not stumped, but like that was way harder than I was expecting. All right, so here's what I've got, and I will share it in the Discord. I see them over the horizon, cresting the butte with wild hair and red noses. Clowns on the hiking trail. Muscular, hardcore clowns with hiking poles and thick boots. I adjust my pack nervously. There is nowhere to go but cliffs and trees. I swallow hard. I didn't know where this was gonna go today. I picked the music just because it sounded cool. Like I didn't know what we were gonna write about other than like, ooh, I have to tell you this story about clowns. But I didn't know where we were gonna go from that. So There we are. Feel free to share what you have in our community Discord. It's certainly going somewhere. Victorian, would you mind throwing that Discord link up into our chat? That would be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you can join us on Discord for that 21 for after hours discussions, sharing. Oh, thank you, Evelyn, for sharing pieces like this, which I always find very inspiring when we all share what we've created. It's it's super fun to be involved in the community. Thank you all again for joining me today. I can't. I doodled. You're gonna laugh. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is gonna be fun. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Gonna throw that out there real quick. 3DTU, who are good friends of ours, they will be vending at the Sparta Renaissance Fair in New Jersey. Nat 21 Adventures, which also does redadventures.com. You can check out their info, especially for the upcoming New Orleans tour. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do have a couple of friends who are out in NOLA today, and they say the city is doing fine. It's doing what it usually does. It floods, and there's some damaged trees. But so far, it seems like everything is relatively intact. We'll see if that holds true for all the rest of the cool things that we have planned. But right now, if you would like to come check out the New Orleans tours, November 19th through 23rd. So come check that out. Also, I'm going to put this up because I'm really proud of it. I have a new book coming out. Woo! Unnerving Tales and Poetry for Dark Nights. It's called Dread. It will be officially on sale October 1st. I am so excited to share these pieces with you. I'm so excited to share the artwork of Devin Borkowski. She's an amazing, incredible artist. She created the image on the left. Also, big thanks to Vince Vandell Smith, who created this graphic for me in general so that I could get this out for you guys. So I'm very excited to share these pieces with you. I can't wait. So until we see you again, stay safe, and comfortable and as happy as you can be. Seek therapy when it makes sense. And I will thank you, Victorian. I am also very proud of that cover. I will see you guys soon. And feel free to share what you've created in the Discord. I can't wait. So have a great day. Bye.